Man, I forgot to turn the video, so it might not turn out right. Hey, it's Anitra. I just wanted to say thanks for being here, listening to me, checking out my story. It's been a long one. It's been going on. It'll be 3 years this October, and I've got like way too many videos. This is now my 101st video, so that's pretty exciting. A lot of times I don't really want to even show up for these videos, but eventually I do. Eventually I drag myself to it because I like sharing myself. I like hearing other people's stories. You know, it's fun for me. It's a creative outlet. So thank you for being there and listening and being a part of it. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please do. And if you watch this video, give it a thumbs up and a like because it helps. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. That's pretty beautiful and eerie looking. That's my view at the moment, and that's all the smoke. Yikes. Sitting in my car waiting for my daughter she's with a friend at the park. They're doing some gymnastics, and I just had this thought. I've gone through all of the procedures, and I recently had the expanders taken out, and I still have a lot of the same pains that I had before, which is really depressing. I feel like I can't breathe. I mean, a minute ago I said I feel like I'm dying inside, and I must not be alone in that. Someone who has been through a life-threatening illness or has dealt with a lot of health complications must at times, like, I think once you have cancer, it's easy to be like, is that cancer? And I have this lipoma in my back that they found, or I found, and had them ultrasound it probably a year or so ago, maybe a little bit longer, and I still feel it. It's just like this fatty glob of something in my lower back, and I can kind of like put my hand on it and it moves around like this, but it's like a big lump under the skin, and as best they could tell, it was a lipoma. And I have some lower back pain, and on that same side, like I could even feel it right now. I have to like lean forward and feel both sides and see if whatever's on the left is also on the right besides that fatty lipoma thing. It's hard to tell. It almost feels like there might be another one, or there's a lot of bone going on. A lot of bone going on down there in the lower back. I can make out a lot of bones just by feel, but anyway, I was feeling it, and my daughter was like, is that okay? Is that bad? Is that good? And it's like, it's so hard for me to answer that because, you know, I just say, I don't know. It's probably okay. It feels, I'm just checking it out just to make sure, to see if anything is like abnormal and sticking out in a way that I need to get looked at by the doctor. There's that. And then I was just sitting here and feeling like it feels hard to breathe a little bit. Like I've still got the binder on. Still got my binder on, but I also now have this tank that's for mastectomy people who, there's a breast form that can go in it, so I can have pretend breasts whenever I want to have that. Although I did just get some, and they were like totally not the right size. I mean, not just cup size, but they were like, it's too far out, too far tall. And I wore them yesterday, and I was like, wow, these are not right. I have to get another one, but this is great. This is really awesome that they have stuff like this for people who've gone through mastectomy. It's tight, you know, there's a way where I still feel constricted in my chest, sternum area. It's really hard on the side, and I'm still experiencing much and many of the same sorts of discomfort that I felt when I had the expanders in. As my good friend reminds me, it's only been 3 weeks. It's supposed to take 6 weeks to heal. And so I'm trying to be patient. You know, I'm not really making a big deal of it until 6 weeks come. And then if I'm still feeling a lot of discomfort, you know, I don't know. I'll have to see what there is to do about it. I'm not even sure what there is to do about it. There's no longer anything like foreign left in my body, but I want to be able to like take a deep breath and feel like, you know, like that's comfortable. Although I'm living in, God, it's just like, you can't really see. Anyway, the smoke is so bad where I am. The air quality is like in the 140s or something like that. That doesn't really help for me trying to take a deep breath, feel good about my lungs, and then I also have this binder on. I actually think it puts more pressure on this area anyway because that's where the actual Velcro is. Maybe I need a break from it. I do still have the Seroma, and I don't know what to say about that. I'm going back down to Stanford pretty soon, about a week or so. Maybe they'll aspirate it. I mean, I'm really happy it hasn't gotten worse. Thank God for that. I also was like having that possible infection. This drain site has pretty much healed up, which is great. And then I got a huge itchy rash right in that area because I was just scratching it so much. It was, gotta do a hat tip to baking soda, because baking soda is amazing. I was trying even hydrocortisone, but I took some baking soda, add a little bit of water to make it pasty, and then I put it on, and it totally took care of the itch, and then it also, I think, sped up the healing of the rash. So, oh, it was such a relief to use that. Basically, like, I'm all closed up, thank God. I don't think an infection can really happen at this point, but I am still like concerned about this fluid getting reabsorbed, and that hasn't happened. Other than that, I feel pretty good. My platelets were 32. Did I make a video? No, I don't think so, because today's Saturday, and I had my platelets checked, I think, on Wednesday, and my platelets were 32, which is still not great, but they were 13 before. That's way better. I'm doing my wheatgrass and pomegranate and pumpkin seed and all the stuff that I know that I do. I think that's why they went up to 32, but I don't know if they're ever gonna, like, just by doing the pomegranate and the wheatgrass and stuff, if they're ever gonna get up to 150. That just seems like a miracle. I can totally tell when they're low, because I get like, I'm just tired and listless like that. But it's also smoky and stuff, so hopefully the smoke will clear. Hopefully I'm not dying inside. I don't know why I'm laughing. It just sounds so dramatic, you know, to be like, I feel like I'm dying inside. I do. But like, what's the word? What is the word? I'm trying to think. Make myself feel better, but there's another word I was thinking of. I make myself feel better by realizing that we're all dying inside, you know? We all are dying inside. We never know how long we have. I don't know how long I have to live. I feel like there's times where I'm like, I'm gonna live like 30 more years. I've got plenty of time left. And then there's other times where I'm like, what if this is my last year? I often evaluate what I'm doing. Like, what was I doing? I was vacuuming this morning, and of course I have to vacuum, but I was like, if I only have a year to live, I'm never vacuuming again. I started doing a painting and art class on Zoom last week, and it was really joyful and really uplifting for my spirit, just to do art and to be creative and do something that's not like me just getting stuff done. I'm constantly just getting stuff done, whether it's cleaning or working, whatever it is, you know, it's stuff we need to do to some degree, but I could sit there and fixate on those things like all day long, every day, and then never like tend to my soul and tend to my heart. And for me, that tending is, right now, it looks like doing art. The other thing I did was I signed up for the gym again yesterday, and that was great. I went, and I could feel that it would have been really easy to overdo it, so all I did was go on the treadmill, and then I did a couple of like weights on the machines on my lower body. It felt really good. It was nice to do that, and I didn't stay long at all, and I absolutely didn't push myself, because I can feel that, like, if I push myself, and what if I fall or hit my head? I mean, I could fall. I could easily fall, because I feel lightheaded a lot of the time, or just weak, and so I kept it really easy, and it's really nice. I feel good being gentle with myself and being patient and being spacious and being loving. And then also with my EMDR therapist, who I absolutely love. My God, she's so good. She has me doing, did I say this already? I don't think I did. She has me doing these things on the TICES, TICES, and maybe I did talk about this. I can't remember anything anymore. And so I'm keeping track of things that like trigger a negative response in me. Like, what was one that happened recently? Oh, somebody had written me because they wanted something. I'm not going to say like the details of it, because I don't know whoever listens or whoever may listen at some point. Wanted to see if I was available for something, and it triggered this whole like chain of like thoughts and reactions inside, you know. Anyway, it's not really maybe a good example. Maybe I need to cut this whole part out. I have to turn this so you can see my daughter in the field with her friend doing gymnastics. It's so cute. they're filming themselves and making a video and splicing it all together and doing a whole like gymnastic tricks video. And I always encourage her to do creative things, even though it's on the phone, because you know, phones are part of our lives no matter how we look at it, unless we're gonna go live in the mountains, which I guess that's where I live. A lot of people here don't let their kids have phones, but so I just see it like phones are part of our lives, and if she's going to be on her phone, I'd like her to be doing something creative on her phone. So I support it to a degree. I really like her doing creative things and try to encourage that in her. So yeah, that's what's up with me. Thank you so much for listening and following along.